Oh,
Hi. Today, our special guests are, you guys are really special guests because this is our first Zoom interview with myself and Marisa. We have Divide the Empire, or two parts Divide the Empire today. We have a lot to talk about. So let's start out. Let's start out by what we have going on. That's a big thing. We have a big show coming up. You guys are coming to see us in our area in Central Illinois at the Canopy Club. Let's talk about that, Marisa. Set it off.
all right. So July 16th, we have Lines of Loyalty with Divide the Empire, and we are super excited about having them come to the Canopy Club and play. Tickets are available now, so go out and get them, and don't miss this great opportunity to see two killer bands in one night. It's a Saturday. Can't miss that.
So it's been probably about 5 years since they have been to the area. 4 or 5 years. I know you got. They are. I say you guys St. Louis, but like it's like split St. Louis, Belleville, that area, Illinois, St.
Right.
Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, what do we call that? Metro St. Louis?
Right. I live far, about 50 miles away from St. Louis, even. So yeah, Southern Illinois.
So John, you live in Southern Illinois too?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm up in northern Missouri, so I'm in Troy area here. So
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
so you live close to Joe. Closer to
Yep.
Joe. Yeah.
definitely.
So the most recent single you guys put out, killer song, killer video, is The Clearing. Can you guys talk to us about the new single, the new video? You guys work with some pretty special people, pretty special places to do that video and to do that song. Tell us a little bit about The Clearing.
So the clearing for me was a fantastic opportunity to really dive into a different video than we normally do. We had a great location, somewhere that Randy had picked out. We got to do some great shots, great friends that we included into the video. It really was a way to throw a little art on top of a song that already had a lot of power. So it was fantastic to be able to work and put that out there the way that it came.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah,
Dusty.
yeah, definitely dusty. There was a lot of dust.
Now, was that a song that you guys all put together like in an instant, or is that something that was in the works for a long time? Because you guys have songs that when they finally come to fruition, you guys have been working on it for years for it to come up the way that it was. Or was that a song that was just like an instant mix, instant put together?
As far as that song goes, I believe that was one where Joe kind of had a riff in mind that he threw out there, and we just started toying with it, noodling around, seeing where it went. It had a long time where it was, just getting lost in the woods and running that sound out, and just it didn't really have any lyrics in the beginning. It was just a 10-minute breakdown song where we just wandered around through solos and stanzas and opportunities for what it could be, building it up, breaking it down, slow parts, fast parts, hard parts, and it kind of ended up where it is now. And it's a 6-minute song as it stands. So it's really interesting that it came out the way that it did.
Brady has a lot of power, and we kind of talked about that in his voice, and like that is exactly how I found Divide the Empire 5-6 years ago. I would say I'm a little bit of an empathetic person and can feel, I always say feel the music. So that is a very powerful song, as most Divide the Empire songs are, and a dramatic pause within 1 minute of the song starting was pretty powerful. What was the ideology on all of that? Because statement.
Yeah, I don't really remember how we came up with it, but we thought the same thing, that it was like almost loud silence when it stopped. That whole where the noise goes away, sort of thing. And it just became part of the song. I don't remember how it was written into the song, actually.
Yeah, I think more or less when we came to that part, it kind of just hit, and the silence grabbed us all, and we were like, "Yes, that that definitely fits there. We need to do that." And I
Yeah, we
don't know,
probably did it and loved
Joe
it.
or yeah,
Stuck
I don't
with it.
know
Yeah.
Joe or that initially said it and was like, "That I want to hear quiet right there. We all just need to drop out." But more or less where it came to, it was probably more of a happy accident than anything, but it definitely fell as a dramatic pause.
It kind of reminds me of when I first the songs are not similar, but the effect. I remember it was around Christmas time before Joe had showed me Visions before Visions came out, and keyboards, piano part, whatever. I was just like, holy cow, this is beautiful. I'm the proud mom. I'm the proud mom. So like, I'm always like, yes, yes. And that's how I will be at the show, as I am at most rock shows, the proud mom singing all the lyrics. And I don't even drink alcohol, and everybody will think I am the drunk lady in front singing the songs. But the truth is like, you guys, truthfully, I mean, me and Marisa, you guys don't know us as well, but we are huge music people. We are a music aficionados. Like we really put our heart and souls into like what we do, and you guys are like one of the top bands for me. And I everybody tell everybody, I'm like, you like songs with feeling and you like songs with power. It is Divide the Empire. And I'm proud of where you guys are. I'm proud of where you guys have been. I'm proud of where you're going. Now on the video, you guys work with somebody who's pretty well known for this video and the last video, who works on a lot of band videos. Tell us who you guys usually work with on your videos. It's a well-known producer, well-known person.
So I believe the last two videos, it's been JT Ibanez that we've worked with to produce what we had in mind for these songs. And it's been great working with him. He really puts a good spin into what he does. His editing techniques are fantastic. When they come out, he really makes us look like a real band.
Yeah, he does. He
really
does.
How does it feel when you guys, I'm jumping around a little bit. I just trying to squeeze it all in. How does it feel when you guys get up there and, you guys practice and practice and practice. And now that COVID, has, well, we'll just say it's simmered down, and you guys can get out there and do more shows now due to that 2-year hiatus most bands had to have. How does it feel to get out there again and see people singing your songs and, jamming out to music? And how does that feel for you guys?
Oh, incredible. Yeah, finally. Can't wait to come up there and play. Yeah, heck yeah. Excited about it.
For me, it's just been withdrawal, waiting to get back on stage again. It is truly an endorphin rush to be up there in front of all the people who want to come see music and be able to get up there and perform and do something that people want to see. And I'm happy to be there. I'm ready to do a lot more of it.
And we have somebody finally shown up. We'll let the audio connect.
Hear me? Oh, now I pop up.
Hi.
Oh no, hi there. I was trying to talk and it wasn't like working earlier. I don't know.
No, that was just because I was talking.
That's cool. Hello.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks. But I mean, like when you're talking about how you talk about Divide the Empire and how much you're like, if you want a band that has feeling, I mean, that's how I discovered Divide the Empire was through Angela. Angela's like, you have to check this band out. And we usually have the same taste in music. There's not much like where she suggests a band and I'm like, I don't like it, or vice versa. So when she told me to check you guys out, like a few years, what, it was like 2018, I think even. When they went to Thomasboro?
Probably it was about
that,
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. So like when you said check them out, I was like, oh, they're fantastic. Like we need them to come back to Champaign to play. We need them to come here.
Heck yeah,
we're on the way.
Yep. July 16th. Cannot wait.
Indeed.
Right. It's going to be a great show. We're going to have a lot of fun.
We will.
So what do you guys have? We have the show on July 16th. You guys just did the show at Diamond Music Hall. What do you have coming up in the works that you can talk about?
So as it stands right now, we've got some opportunities to play some shows. Hopefully everything's going to align with other bandmates. I can't say specifically which ones yet because none of them are locked down yet. So we've got one major one coming up that hopefully we'll be able to drop an announcement for. And then we're just trying to put together as many shows as possible throughout the year and try to kick this summer off strong. We're hoping maybe an Ink Spot block party. We're hoping maybe another festival or two if we can squeeze them in. Just waiting to see everything falls in place.
Randy's trying to get on, but he's trying to unmute. He
I
can't.
know we need to unmute Randy.
I know. I tried.
Oh,
There you go. Hola.
Hey,
Hey, hey.
hey,
Oh, no.
sorry for the front man delay. I guess I had to pull an axle there, huh?
Is that what it is?
No, I just a rough day, and I don't have any excuse. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We were just talking about the show you guys have coming up on July 16th.
yes.
And I was
I
telling
see them,
them I'm pretty sure it's been 4 or 5 years since you guys were up here last.
Yeah, I didn't even get to make that show originally because that was right at the beginning and I had other engagements, so I couldn't make it.
Well,
Okay.
I think the best part about it is that we're gonna be some hardcore T-shirt salesmen when we get there.
Sell the merch.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
I
I'm gonna have to jump
I have
off
like
here.
a little tiny belly shirt made
Hi,
to try
John.
and.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Angela, you're the best. Thank you.
That's all right. Thanks, John. I'll
Where
see you in
you
a couple
going,
weeks.
John?
Okay, look forward
He's
to
at
it.
work.
All right,
You're at
bye.
work.
Yeah, bye.
He was at work, so he had to jump off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
what
he
time?
had
What time did
off
you guys
at-
jump on the whole thing?
Well,
Oh,
Marissa
no.
and I were on at 7.
No, I don't know. I feel like I was a little bit
I believe it
late.
was-
I feel like I was a little late, so I'm not sure.
I feel like a total
Yeah, but-
butthole.
Oh,
I said I was going to do something, and then I completely went a different direction, and then like all of a sudden I see it's like 7:15, and I'm trying to get on, and it keeps on telling me that I put the wrong PRNSNN 210900210 thing in, and it wouldn't give me.
I know. This is our first Zoom interview. We have tried so many other outlets to try to do interviews on, and there was so many snafus, and like we're excited. I'm excited to get back doing interviews again and talking to bands. I'm excited to see you guys again. We had talked about, we talked about the video, and we had talked about the clearing and you guys recording it, and talked about the show. And Steve Keys was just telling us what was going on next.
Keith bounced on.
Huh?
Keith jumped on.
No, Stevie
Yeah.
Keys. I'm pointing like
Stevie.
these.
Oh,
Stevie Keys. Stevie
Okay,
Keys.
yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff to say about coming back and music being a part of life again and stuff like that. But yeah, the clearing was a good awakening song. It kind of felt like we were being summoned, and that felt good. Like I don't know that everybody feels this way, but to me, being in a band is like being a Ghostbuster or being a Ninja Turtle or one of those things. Like you're only, like, you could kick ass on your own, but you're only the best when you're a team. And there's just some kind of thing that happens. It was like we were out busting ghosts all night long when we wrote that song and did that video and all that stuff. So it just feels good to get that, And then for people to, embrace us again and want to see us play live and stuff, that's always awesome too.
Yeah, I was saying the stage is the best place to be. I've been itching to get back out there and get back up in front of people and play and do the thing. That's what That's where the endorphin rush is. That's the addiction.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That it's your
Is it
addiction,
weird?
and you guys are kind of musically an addiction for me. Because we were talking about basically, Randy. I had told Steven that on another interview we had did that when you guys had first started kind of probably doing music together, that he compliments you when you guys, sing together. And when you guys came to Indiana, that was the first time I had seen you guys together like that. And we were going over basically the clearing itself, and as always, powerful song, powerful dramatic pause, power, power, power. And that's what you guys are known for all these years.
Yeah, we're definitely a different formula than a lot of the bands that I've loved or wanted to. I can't say wanted to be like, but I guess always kind of thought that that's how we were going to be. We ended up not really being that way at all. There's hints of it, and there's touches of it, but we're our own thing, and I dig that, and I dig that you've been such a loyal, awesome fan promoting us. I mean, you promote us more than I promote us, and I love that, and I'm just so grateful that there. I mean, there's you, there's a bunch of other loyal fans from all over the place that send messages and stuff, and I think that was kind of a rebirth for me. I mean, definitely writing new music is a rebirth, but when you see somebody that like you that shares a song that we wrote 7 years ago, and you're like, it just feels like this today, or whatever little quote with it, that reinforces it that we did something. We were a part of something cool, and we passed that on to somebody else that's doing something cool with it. And I don't know, that's just a neat thing. I didn't really think of it that way before the whatever we want to call it, the loss of music there for a moment, and the pause. I didn't think of it that way. My greatest fear is that we were going to get on stage last Saturday or the weekend before, and all I was going to see was masks and shittiness. But I didn't. I saw people that were having a good time, and they just forgot that it all happened. And then that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice too.
It's kind of funny that you say that, because Marisa and I, the last day before Illinois shut down, we were actually at a Cannon Collab show, and it was a little up north, closer to Chicago, because we're south of Chicago, a couple hours, few hours, and that was our fear, is because you have Marisa and myself who are. We will stand in the front row, as you all know, and sing those lyrics to you back, not caring that we sound like shitballs, and we don't care. That's how we live. We're those little girls that we literally feel the music, and to trust me, not to get into anything about COVID or anything like that, but I think being at a concert with a mask on would takes away a part of who and me and Marisa are, because that's what we do. I mean, we're out there singing those lyrics, and we're out there doing those songs, and
yes, I got to make sure I remember them all whenever you're around.
As you hear a dying cow in the background.
No, I
Hey, you don't have to worry about the lyrics. You just have to look down and find her in the audience. She will sing them right. It keeps it right on, like singing.
No, I am. The older I get, I'm just going to lean towards. I'm going to do it Daryl Hall style. I'm going to go ahead and get me the prompter.
It's got to be like the one where only you can see it, and everyone else just sees the window.
Yeah, is that really what he does? I did not know this.
In fact, a weird one. Brian Johnson from AC/DC had said in an interview, and I loved this. He's like, all the fucking songs sound the same, man. So instead, he has it looks like a foot pedal, and he pretty much, well, he doesn't have to do it at this point, but they make like a foot pedal, and you just click it, and it just goes to the next song, and he knows what song he's singing. It says the title up above it. It says what. All the lyrics and they actually go like karaoke, where it goes with the rhythm of the song. And it's like, that is that is great. I mean,
Yeah,
even
let's do it.
if you don't need it, I always make the joke that it's my whoopee, because I always have my book with me no matter where I go. Anytime I'm performing, I always have my book, because if I'm in the back room and I need to review, even if there's songs we've been playing for years, I can sing you almost any damn sitcom song, lyric for lyric, and I can't remember something that I wrote, and that's just so strange.
He'll sing you Golden Girls verbatim, but we'll lose the song that he wrote.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
I don't know why that is.
I
Well,
don't
we
either.
kind of watched that a million times over.
Well, that's why I think I've always been the one when I go see a band. I don't want you to sound like your CD. I want you to sound energetic. I want you to fuck up a little bit. I want you to be more passionate, or you might catch your favorite band after they just are at the end of a tour and they sound horrible, and you have to respect that human aspect that it happens. You see them at their best, you see them at their worst, but it's like a baseball team. If you're the fan of them, you're there when they suck and when they're good.
Mm-hmm.
No fair weather fans. We want the diehards.
Yeah.
Take the fair.
Well, also, I always want to try and do my best. I never have ever been cocky and think that I'm better than somebody else. My whole goal is to just get up there and have my therapy session. My moment of clarity.
No, you talked a little bit about this a minute ago, but who were your musical influences, both of you, your musical influences? Because it is kind of funny that you say they are your musical influences, but it's not what you sound like. I had talked to Rob from Nonpoint in an interview, and he named off all these heavy metal bands that are like way hard. And I was like, those are the musical influences? Like Nonpoint's not a heavy band, not like that. They were like death. I said, you like death metal? He's like, yeah, that's what I like. And I'm like, whoa, So
Yeah.
who is some of the music you guys listen to on the daily?
On the daily. You go first, Stephen.
Consistently.
For me, it's I grew up in the synth rock era of the 80s and 90s, so it was Yes, it was ELO, it was Journey, it was all of those bands that incorporated so much of the synth movement that I love being a part of. So that's really what drove me to start playing. And then I learned how to play Don't Stop Believing, and now I hear it every single day of my life until potentially I die, because it just never goes away. It's
Yeah.
always... that's more or less my musical influences. That was, my old man was big into that music, and every morning, every day, every Saturday cleaning session was blasting music that he enjoyed through the house, and it was almost always something like that, Moody Blues, and like I said, Yes. Some of those riffs in Yes were killer.
So Randy, who are some of your musical influences?
Well, I would say that my own, not like my mom taking me to concerts when I was a kid, but my own was Soundgarden first, because I was 6, maybe 7, and my cousin gave me a cassette tape, and it just changed everything, because all the music that I had heard before then was, I guess, standard, what you heard on the radio, and like Soundgarden wasn't really on the radio yet. That was Loud Love, and just him screaming obnoxiously with really good guitar riffs and finding his voice. And then so I became a fan, and then Faith No More was another band that I just Angel Dust. I was 13, something like that, and I mean, it just, Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam and Nirvana, all them bands were coming up, Alice in Chains. So it was, I don't know what Faith No More even is. I think they're considered metal, new metal, and I don't know. They were metal of their time, and Soundgarden wasn't what they are. They weren't the Black Hole Sun. I love all them songs and things like that, but they weren't that band in the 80s. So I don't really know what to put them in category wise, but those were like huge influences of me as a writer. Chris Cornell to me was this like dark but poetic cryptic writer. You didn't really know what it was he was talking about, but you knew. You know, it was a strange thing how someone could write a song and it'd be so close to home, but yet you had no idea what he was talking about,
Don't
because we
understand.
all know what he was talking about. And I always wanted to be that kind of writer where it wasn't specific. I wasn't talking about a truck. I wasn't talking about a tractor or a girl or a relationship or something like that. I was talking about life, which all of us lead, you know. And so I you know, those were mine. And then I like all the stuff that he was talking about too. Yes, and the synthy stuff, the '80s power ballads, like those are always fun to sing with. And, you know, like Steven's the party guy. I mean, he would be the best. Like we could go to his Breezeway bar and do karaoke all night. It's probably one of the most entertaining things that you'll ever do, other than coming to one of our shows. You know.
Yeah, no, we're way better as a band.
Yeah, but I mean, those influences mean everything, though. I mean, I didn't grow up really listening to Yes, but maybe you listening to Yes is what brought the Sirens into Clearing. So you just never know those little,
Huh?
those little driplets.
Yep. A little Salt Bay flavor, huh?
Yeah, that's my sexy salt dropping guy. You know, you got to get Joe to do it now. He's all the one with the big muscles. Oh, I'm Big Muscle Joe. Big Muscle
I had
Joe.
said that to him on Instagram one day. I was like, okay, okay.
I need to start messing with him and say, well, like we all know as a band to never take like super embarrassing pictures of yourself and then send them to the band, because we all mess with each other. We don't really send them out into the world, but we do mess with each other. And I have one of Keith in a dress that is a delightful picture that I could torture him with for the rest of his life, because he's like posed back with the dress on, like foot out, Marilyn Monroe style, and you know. Oh God! And then Joe has some pretty rough ones of me too. So you know, we all got to watch our P's and Q's.
Yeah, luckily, I haven't been around long enough to have any of that, so I just get to stand back.
Yeah.
Well, we are looking forward, as me being the proud band mom that I am, and as Marissa, you know, is being the big music lover that she is. I told her, I said, Marissa, you're going to fall in love with them more. So we are looking forward, everybody. We do have Divide the Empire with Lines of Loyalty at the Canopy Club, July 16th. Thank you, Marissa, for that one.
I'm so excited about this show. It's going to be a great show. I hope everybody comes out that's available to come and gets the ticket and goes Saturday, July 16th to see two killer bands. Just don't miss this night. It's going to be great.
I think the venue looks real nice.
Oh, yeah, the Canopy is great. It's a big historic rock venue. Well, for you guys being able to come to the show and do this, because it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it for sure. It gives a reason to wash the school bus.
Yeah.
Get our
Yeah, is that
school
what
bus.
you guys? Is that what you guys are all coming in? Is it? I forget. You guys had a van last time, didn't you? Or was I forget?
It was a big Dodge truck.
Up all those
But now they're-
stairs.
Yeah, up the stairs. Well, look, you know, it is funny because I feel like you know, I've probably been on 600 or 700 stages, you know, and each one of them, I don't give a shit what the size was. It was how many people were into the show. I remember being on ones where like we couldn't even fit. It was just Keith's drum kit, and we were just standing on concrete, you know, or whatever. We were on like the bed of a pickup truck. You know, you just never know what you're gonna, you know. So I'm thankful if there's air conditioning and the sound's good.
Yeah, and there's not 900 steps this time, so it's much better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. So
Free pie.
well, yeah, Steven makes a pretty nice key lime pie.
Apple. Key lime. Where'd you get that? I've never made a key lime pie.
I don't know. You want to do apple bobbing? We could get
I would-
people to buy tickets.
Pie all day. I'll make a bomb ass apple pie, and we'll make sure we fill that place.
I didn't even think about it. I gotta start doing promotional videos for this show now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy, I'm glad you said it because I was talking to Stevie about this earlier about how important it is to do those different types of promoting and marketing now than just being, oh, posting it on a Facebook page or just posting a poster somewhere. Like, I really do think like videos and being creative in your marketing is a big step for bands now. Like, it's totally
Yeah,
taking another avenue of
for
promoting.
sure. Did you happen to see the Safari video?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think I know it's that. Hold on, maybe not. I'm drawing
Well,
the
the
blank.
only reason I say that is because like I've noticed that the crazy side of me has no problem making some of the most odd videos, and they seem to work real well to get people to come out and see us, and they're like, you're that dude that made that video, and you're like, yeah, but I also like, I'm in this band, like, check out the music. Oh yeah, but that video did, you know, and that part's just odd to me, you know. Like, I crawled through some bushes dressed up like a crocodile hunter with like a knife in my mouth and stuff to promote this last show. And I think it got over 700 views, and the clearing wasn't even at that yet, and it was out like a week longer or 2 weeks longer. So it just goes to show that well, like, we could just post this video of all of us talking and probably get more people to watch it than a music video that costs shit tons of money and time and actors and all sorts of things. And people are like, I want to watch that dude fall off his bike with a funny hat on, you know?
I'm
That
dumb.
that is a soapbox moment pet peeve of mine, because you guys obviously know I've been doing this radio show for 5 years, and I can share, for example, I share a shit ton of music like every day, sometimes multiple videos, multiple bands, lyrics, show flyers, whatever it is, and get no likes, but I'm not in it for a like. But I share a freaking SpongeBob meme that has to do with working out at a gym, and it gets more likes than all the videos combined. And it's like,
Yeah.
just listen to the music.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't think if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have listened to that. What, Dusty Grant?
I call him the Southern Rock Corey Taylor, because he has that Southern rock, but like when Corey Taylor is in sings Stone Sour or does Stone Sour, he sounds a lot like him. And you guys have similar styles of music, you and him do. So you guys should meet up and be friends and do all that good jazz, because he's not that far away from us.
You know who I didn't really know anything about until we played with them, and then we've gotten a lot of fans because of it. We played with Blackstone Cherry,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know who they were. You know, I felt bad because they had a lot of fans and a lot of people came out to see them, and I really hadn't listened to their music until like a few days before we played with them. And they sounded like a band that's from here that I like, called Shaman's Harvest.
I love
And,
Shaman's Harvest.
Yeah, but that was the thing. Like, I'm kind of weird. Like, if I hear a band or have known of a band for a long time, because when I was in my old band, Descending New Angels, Shaman's Harvest was around,
Mm-hmm.
and we crossed paths numerous times.
Because they're from
And
your
so
area, like they're legit, like from the area you guys are around.
Yeah. I mean, they're up more near Stephen. I think they were actually all from Troy, Missouri for a long
Yeah.
time, but they played St. Louis and all that. But whenever I find a band that sounds like that, I was like, wow, they sound really good. I like them. Any other band that I heard that sounded like them, I just figured they were copying them. You know, so it like disvalued it a little bit. It was almost like if you buy from Nordstrom and then you work your way down all the way to like TJ Maxx. You know what I mean? You're like, it's still good stuff, but it's discounted now, you know, like it's down here, you know. And that's kind of where I went with the Blackstone Cherry, but I was wrong. You know, we played that show with them and they killed it, and we ended up gaining a bunch of fans that all the time are like, oh, we liked you guys and got into your music because we saw you at Pops with Blackstone Cherry. So it's just amazing that, you know, in a world that, you know, I didn't ever think that somebody would like us that like them, but it worked out.
in the same wheelhouse. I mean, Shaman's Harvest, Black Stone Cherry, you guys. I mean, it's all it's soulful music, you know.
I like
not-
soulful. I
Not
like
not
those messed up
not a
as
country
well. I
band
like-
that somebody
Very
thought
soulful.
some band they thought Marissa was they thought that they were a country band that they were playing with one time when they played a show.
Yeah.
We're-
Hey, we saw there was somebody that paid us one night, and when she gave me the envelope, she said, "You guys were the greatest Godsmack tribute band I've ever heard."
What?
Yeah, and I kind of turned to Joe because I was sick that night and or that day, and I was like, "Did we play any Godsmack songs? Because we played for like 2 hours, you know." So within that,
I think. Oh man! All right, you guys. I have to get going.
That's okay.
guys very
much for having me.
We will all sign off. We will see you guys at the show on July 16th. And but